Hey, what's up everyone? So as you guys know, it's been a very long time now since the last time I make an update leak video. And the reason for this is obviously because the updates were pushed back a little bit for Fishing Simulator. If you guys remember last week, they went ahead and made an announcement over on Discord where they talked a little bit about how they were going to be structuring the updates for the future. As you guys know, they went ahead and hired a brand new developer. So for that reason, they now have a lot more hands on deck. And it's going to be really easy for them to push out updates a lot more frequent now, considering, like I said, they have 3 scripters now. So from my understanding, it seems like they went ahead and took last week as sort of a break to kind of catch up and be more ahead of the schedule. I know I definitely would love to see weekly updates make a return, but obviously we're going to have to wait and see how this week plays out and the following week. But with all of that being said, let's go ahead and get now into the information that has been put out within the last 2 weeks. In this video, I'll be providing you guys with information as far as pictures that were shared over on the Discord from the sneak peeks, as well as information from Not So Norm, which is one of the developers of Fishing Simulator. He's always in my stream and he shares a lot of little details and a lot of little hints here and there during the chats. So I'm going to be providing that information as well. So with all of that being said, let's go ahead and waste no more time and get right into the video. Now, before we go ahead and jump into some of the more obvious stuff, that being the sneak peeks that were shared over on the Discord that I'm sure many of you have already seen, I want to go over a little bit of information that Norm shared with us, I want to say about 3 weeks back. In one of my streams, he went ahead and said the following timeline, which was kind of a rough estimate on how he felt the updates were going to be coming out for the next 3 weeks. So as you can see from the background, the first thing that he mentioned was quality of life changes, bug fixes, and hidden content. This information was supposed to be for update 6, and then the arrow that is pointing for the next thing being boss battles was supposed to be for update 7, and then maybe island for update 8. Now, keep in mind what I said, this was from 3 weeks ago. This was before they had even hired the brand new developer. As you guys know, for update 6, we did indeed get quality of life changes. We got a bunch of bug fixes as well as hidden content, which I would presume is more than likely the eggs. But at the same time, it could be very possible that the hidden content was moved over to update 7. Now, the reason that I'm saying this is because boss battles and maybe island are slated for individual weeks, when in reality we now know based off of the sneak peeks that that might not be the case. In the background right now, I'm going to show you guys the most recent sneak peek image that was posted by Spynaz, and that is just the regular image of Spynaz on a boat with an island silhouette in the background and the UI all around it. Now, if you guys remember when update 5 released and Ancient Shores was the brand new island, Cheeto went ahead and posted a teaser image where he was on a boat and it showed the silhouette of the brand new island right in front of him. So of course, the moment that I saw this sneak peek image, the first thing that came to mind was that image that Cheeto posted. So what I went ahead and did was I jumped in game and I took images of every single island silhouette and I compared it to the island that is located behind Spynaz. As you can see in the background right now, none of the islands match the island that is in the picture that Spynaz took. For this reason, it is very much safe to say that this update is going to introduce a brand new island. Now, the next question on everybody's mind is going to be, what is the level requirement for this brand new island that's being introduced? In the background right now, I'm going to show you guys something that Norm said probably about a week and a half ago. Keep in mind that this is something that he publicly said in the Fishing Simulator Discord, and that is next island will be level and then what seems to be the number 70. Now, the interesting thing about that number 70 is the fact that it's written in Arabic language. If you guys remember in update 5 when they introduced Ancient Shores, they added an Easter egg that was specifically just for me. If you haven't seen the Easter egg, I will show an image in the background right now. As you can see on the book, it says Carbon's favorite deserts. This is important not only because it's an Easter egg, but also because he mentioned that this is a leak for something that's coming in the future. So as I'm sure you guys have already connected one and one with the other, yes, Arabic number with a desert map, that is very likely that the next island is going to be desert themed. Now, going back to the Arabic number, if you go ahead and search this number on Google, it translates it into English as the number 65. So it's very likely that the level requirement for the new island is not going to be level 70, but rather level 65. So that's more or less all the information that I have for the very first sneak peek image. Now let's go ahead and look at the second one, which is obviously going to be the thumbnail for the game in the future once the update does drop. If we go ahead and take a look at this image, we can see that it shows an NPC that is super scared holding a spear in his hand with another boat in the background that seems to be in distress. Now again, remember what I showed you guys at the very start of this video. I showed you guys that Norm went ahead and mentioned that boss battles and islands were maybe going to be in separate updates. If you remember the order, it was first boss battles and then maybe an island after. The very first sneak peek that was shown to you guys was this image that I'm showing you in the background right now, which is the thumbnail for the game, which is obviously showing some type of boss battle based off of the face of the NPC. The second image that was just shown yesterday shows the brand new island, which was maybe going to be for the update after boss battles. So now it is very, very likely that we are going to be getting boss battles and a brand new island in the very same update. Recently, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was yesterday, Norm went ahead and said in the Discord that this was going to be one of the biggest, if not best, updates that they've ever pushed out for Fishing Simulator. Previously, the update that held that title was the Ancient Shores update, and kind of looking at the silhouette of the new island that they're teasing, it doesn't really seem like it's that big of an island, which goes ahead and supports my claims that it's very likely we're going to be getting boss battles this update. I just feel so strong about that. Now, one thing that I do want to make very clear, I have been seeing claims going around about people saying that maybe we're going to be getting pets this update, maybe we're going to be getting this and that. Unfortunately, I haven't heard any type of news as far as pets go. The last thing I ever heard about pets was that they were a month or two down the line. In my videos, I like to provide you guys with facts, and I only like to show you guys information that I have things to support it. All of the speculations that I make in my videos are based off of information that I gather from the developers or information that they share to me for the public. So for those of you that have been contacting me in private, asking me if pets are going to be making it to this update, my opinion on it is don't hold your breath. It's probably not going to be coming this update. I promise you, pets is a massive thing. It's a really big controversial thing. If they were going to be introducing it, they would be teasing it for days. Again, the last information that I heard about pets probably over 2 weeks ago was that they were maybe a month or two down the road. They only have like 2 models completed, and the system is still very much being worked on and how exactly it's all going to work out. So I wouldn't personally be expecting that. But again, keep in mind, this is just my opinion, my theories on it. I personally haven't came across any type of information that supports the claims that there's going to be pets this week. So I'm not going to go ahead and say that they are going to be available because that just doesn't seem like that's the case for me. But anyways, that's pretty much going to do it for this video. I really appreciate you guys for all the support that you've been showing to the channel. Thank you guys for almost 2,000 subscribers. That is just absolutely insane. We've gained over 1,200 subs in the last 28 days, which is absolutely mind-blowing. So thank you guys so much. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for all types of content. And if this video was informative to you, make sure to drop a like. I would really appreciate it. Really quickly, I want to go ahead and apologize for being gone all these days. I have been dealing with the whole coronavirus stuff and taking care of my grandparents that do live with me. And on top of that, we've also had a couple of other issues going on. Like my girlfriend's mother is actually stuck in Brazil right now, and we're trying super hard to get her a flight to come back home. So it's been just an absolute nightmare these last few days. So I want to apologize ahead of time for being gone. I will be trying my very best to be getting some videos and some streams up for you guys. Obviously, when that update drops, I will definitely be live. But yeah, just really wanted to say thank you guys so much for the support. But anyways, that's going to do it for today's video. Like always, I will see you guys in the next one.